Previously, we have focused exclusively on the normal distributions. In this video, we will introduce a new distribution, the t-distribution, also known as the student's t-distribution. A t-distribution shares many similarities with the standard normal distribution, also known as the z-distribution. It is also symmetric bell-shaped curve, center at 0. While there is only one z-distribution, there are many t-distributions. Each t-distribution is characterized by its corresponding degrees of freedom, also known as df, which is the sample size minus 1. Note that the degrees of freedom here is always an integer. This plot shows the relationship between the z-distribution and different t-distributions. The curve on the very top is the z-distribution. It is very close to the t-distribution with 100 degrees of freedom, but quite far from the t-distribution with a smaller degrees of freedom, say 1 or 5. As the degrees of freedom of the t-distribution increases, the t-distribution becomes more like the z-distribution. I would like to point out several differences between reading the z-table and the t-table. First, t-table is ordered by degrees of freedom. Second, while the lower-tailed probabilities are given on the z-table, it is the upper-tailed probabilities that are presented on the t-table. Only positive t-scores are presented on the t-table, but we can make use of the symmetry of the t-curves to figure out the lower-tailed probabilities. Lastly, because each t-curve is represented using only one row on the t-table, there are very limited t-scores on the t-table. In many situations, we may only be able to provide a range for the probability instead of an exact probability. It is also worth noting that we would use the infinity rule whenever the degrees of freedom is more than 100. You may also notice that some of the t-scores in this particular row are also the z-scores from the z-table. This, again, is because the degree of freedom increases, the t-distribution becomes more like the z-distribution. For t-distribution with degrees of freedom greater than 100, it can be approximated by the z-distribution.